Alright guys, welcome to IPR Laws, which is a podcast with Shifarti Bajaj, who is the co-founding managing partner of RSD Bajaj Global Law Firm and iNEVA. My name is Kabir. You can actually stream all these on all the major streaming platforms. Just go and search for IPR Laws. And today what we are discussing is something which I really find enchanting because over the years मेरे को लगता है इसकी ना definition काफी change होती जा रही है और नए नए एंगल्स आते जा रहे हैं इस चीज पे, which is data privacy.
Correct.
Every tech guy, every guy who's nerdy, you know, it's a great subject जिसके ऊपर वो लोग वार्तालाप बहुत देर तक कर सकते हैं.
Correct.
So let's first of all understand what exactly is data privacy.
Kabir, it's a pleasure to be here discussing data privacy with you. See, data privacy is becoming a buzzword. But it is more than a buzzword right now. It's going to be a very important part. It already is a very important part of all our lives. So just to understand it simply, data privacy is information privacy. And it's like data and privacy. So that's how it should be understood. That how to protect your information is data privacy.
Okay.
It differs from data protection in a way because data protection can be something like your hardware protection softwares that you use. There are walls in computers. That kind of a thing is firewalls. That kind of thing can be touted as data protection.
Achha.
However, data privacy
is a different
is
thing.
Information privacy. Like Kabir kaun hai? Uske tastes kya hai? What are his religious preferences? What are his political thoughts? What kind of coffee he likes? If it's a tea person, what kind of tea he likes? His food, his way of thinking. That all these parameters will determine who you are as an individual.
Okay. So
your address, where you live, where you work.
That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
मैं घटिया एग्जांपल दे रहा था कि मैं अभी ना अपना ब्लड वर्क करवाने गया हुआ था. तो अब मेरा जो CBC काउंट है या फिर जो मेरे कोलेस्ट्रॉल काउंट है, that will be data privacy, right? सबको नहीं मिलना चाहिए.
सबको नहीं मिलना चाहिए. सबको नहीं मिलना चाहिए.
वो मेरे पास जो लैब है जहाँ मैंने टेस्ट कराया, they need to make sure
you need to ascertain that the lab is protecting your data.
Exactly.
Your information. And
My
it's not being
information, my
sold
data is
to
with them.
say pharma companies or some other product who do digitally market you a cholesterol lowering drug.
So, absolutely. यानी कल के देख लिया कि अच्छा इसका कोलेस्ट्रॉल हाई है. नेक्स्ट थिंग आई नो, फेसबुक या इंस्टाग्राम पे मुझे ऐड आ रहा है, हाई कोलेस्ट्रॉल कैन डराने वाले एडवर्टाइजमेंट होते हैं ना.
Or some oils that might be good for heart are redirecting their
or somebody
targeting.
who's actually a quick or like a false doctor and trying to sell products to me which will not do any benefits, but they know that okay इसको हार्ट का इशू अगर हो सकता है तो हम इसको ये बोल के बेच देते हैं. कोलेस्ट्रॉल कम हो जाएगा जी, ये वाला घी खाओ. करेक्ट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जबकि होता उस घी से कुछ नहीं होगा. मैं नहीं बोलता हूँ कि ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है कुछ चीजें हेल्प करती हूँ, लेकिन मान लो कुछ चीज हेल्प नहीं करती, फिर भी नाउ यू आर टारगेटिंग द एड्स ऑन मी बिकॉज भाई इसका कोलेस्ट्रॉल हाई निकला है इस बंदे को. सो दैट is a misuse of data privacy.
That is. So that is one of the very valid misuses that you can put your finger on. There will be a lot of things that probably we can't even say right now. So that is just to judge the importance of this particular thing called data privacy. And why we are discussing it is how it is going to soon become a law in India.
Okay.
Yes. So currently it is not a law per se, and it is we are operating under the IT Act, the Indian ID Act. जिसमें in 2021 there were major amendments towards the intermediary guidelines and the moral and ethics code, protecting data in a certain way. But I'll come to that after we understand कि अगर हम data privacy की बात करते हैं तो उसमें क्या क्या आता है.
So what all will come under it?
So it will have your personal information.
Okay.
Your sensitive personal information.
All right. Cholesterol can be a sensitive personal information.
Critical personal data. So your personal data would be your name, address, etc. Then your sensitive would be your gender preferences, your religion, your health, etc. And your critical would be something like, critical is mostly of higher value to the government in terms of your military and your armed forces security data,
if you're
etc.
working with the intelligence
or anything that's remotely related to that. So
interesting.
That's the breakdown. In India, the current position is like we did have the data privacy bill in the parliament on the floors, but it's been pulled out recently, very recently, because they are looking to carry out more amendments. So they were, because times are moving so quickly, we need to make so many amendments. इतनी amendments करनी है कि it's better कि वो bill pull out करके
नया बना दो.
हाँ, उसको tweaks कर लो कि वो नया बने. Because see, something like we are coming up with the ONDC, the Open Network for Digital Commerce in India. Usme bhi, our minister, Mr. Piyush Goyal, he's given a statement that it will comply with data privacy. So it's moving so fast. Something like ONDC was not in India a few months back. It's come now. So this is basically wherein they are democratizing e-commerce in India. Something like what UPI was to payments, ONDC is to commerce, e-commerce. We have the GDPR in the UK. They were one of the front leaders for the act, for the Data Privacy Act. Now after the Brexit, obviously they have a UK GDPR and then the GDPR for the rest of the Europe. So what are the penalties there? Like in that, now that our bill has gone back for amendments, but in that act, it is around 4% of the revenue of your company, and or 20 million. Euros, whichever is higher, but it's usually between 10 million euros or 2% of the turnover. But those are huge amounts to pay for corporates and people who are violating, if at all.
Which I think is very good, actually.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it's very good.
Yeah. So the penalties are going to be good enough for people to be wary about complying. Now, the compliance would include things like having a redressal mechanism, having a data privacy officer.
Which is so important.
Yes.
Because I'll tell you, as an individual, मैं हाई टेक की भी बात नहीं करता, मैं बिल्कुल लो टेक की बात करता हूँ. आज ना अगर मैं बैंक के ब्रांच में सिर्फ अपना कुछ काम करने चले जाऊँ ना, और वहाँ पे अगर एक बार मैं कुछ करके आ जाऊँ, या फिर आई एम डूइंग समथिंग विद माय सेविंग्स अकाउंट और व्हाटएवर, या फिर मैं खोल लूँ, आई मीन ब्रांच छोड़ो आप, मैंने अगर ना बैंक की ऐप खोल ली ना और मैंने बस अपना चेक करा बैलेंस और बंद कर दी, मैं आपको 100% बोल रहा हूँ, अगले दिन आपको ना आपके बैंक से इंश्योरेंस के लिए कॉल आएगा. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इन दीस केसेस, व्हेन यू डू नॉट डिस्टर्ब, कितना डीएनडी करके देख लो आप, कॉल तो फिर भी आएंगे.
There are ways.
So there are like huge issues, and the biggest problem is that this data is there in the market for people to buy. There are companies who say कि अच्छा आपको इस इनकम ग्रुप के, इस एज ग्रुप के लोग चाहिए, उनके कॉन्टैक्ट्स चाहिए. चलिए अभी तो मैं बहुत नॉर्मल इंफॉर्मेशन बता रहा हूँ कि एट द मैक्स तो चलो ठीक है कॉल ही कर लेगा ना, लेकिन दिस कैन गो लाइक रियली डीप. Like, as you were discussing the cholesterol wala thing, because privacy online and data privacy are almost like they're kind
hand in glove.
Yeah, because that means you understand somebody's psychology. So where are we on that? Because today, whatever I do on social media, right, somewhere or the other, corporates can use it.
वो तो आप खुद ही बता रहे हो ना.
वो तो आप खुद ही बता रहे हो.
Okay, I like this, I like this, I like travel, I do this. I mean,
if you're
whether you're not an influencer or not, but you're still doing it even as an individual.
Yeah.
But data privacy goes deeper into tapping your data, which you said कि आपकी personal information. There should be a mechanism that is providing a redressal mechanism for information being traded, so that there is an answerability. So now, as we discussed earlier, in the IT Act, in the IT rules of 2021, the intermediary guidelines, wherein the very famous example that we saw, we also in the news, was that of Twitter, wherein the Twitter spat that happened where Twitter was told to have a redress. Twitter as a company didn't
Compliance
have
officer.
To have an office in India, because a lot of these huge tech companies don't even have offices in India as a territory. Forget about a redressal mechanism. Forget about having somebody sitting there as a spock to hold on to. तो ये सब चीजें होती हैं कि कोई तो आंसरेबिलिटी हो ना कहीं पे. तो ट्विटर वाज व्हेन इन द न्यूज कि यहाँ पे उनका एक ग्रीवेंस रिड्रेसल ऑफिसर होना चाहिए.
Then they started recruiting people and they gave one person. Facebook did the same, if I'm not wrong.
All intermediary guidelines, like all platforms that were considered under the intermediary guidelines. जो
okay, tell me one thing.
के थे वो.
Aadhaar card registration has got a lot of data. It's my fingerprints are there, right? My retina copy is there, right? I'm sure the government is doing their best to make sure that this data does not get leaked. But what if it gets leaked?
So
then what happens with data privacy laws? Like if there is no law, then what happens?
So Kabir, that's a very good question. In such cases, like the information, that is the reason they're coming up with the act, the law. कि इस केस में which authority will hold that data? Who will be responsible and answerable for that? It cannot be lying randomly with the private person. It cannot be lying randomly with the government. There has to be a mechanism. There has to be a mechanism to it. किसके पास पड़ा रहेगा? क्या होगा उसका?
Who are the stakeholders?
Who are the stakeholders? Similarly, like there's a lot of information that's there which is sensitive information, and it's of importance to the government also. There is military information, there is other information that's a sensitive information. So all that information needs to be well protected. So वो सारा act में list होगा, because see, our IT Act is also it's been there in 2000. Things have changed a lot. Technology has moved very quickly.
Absolutely.
So like in the rules that we spoke of, Digital Media Ethics Code, which is basically your OTT content. So आजकल what the content we consume on television versus the content we see on OTT. कितना फर्क है दोनों में? वो कौन responsible है उस nature of content के लिए? It might hurt somebody's religious sentiment, moral sentiments, personal sentiments. वो कौन responsible है? So ये guidelines में cover कर रहा है that the OTT as a publisher
that is coming under IT.
That they have to follow the code of ethics. There has to be some responsibility for producing that kind of content. जैसे Twitter को भी इन्होंने बोला, or any tech company for that matter. कहाँ से origin हो रहा है डेटा? कहाँ से आप उसको रख कहाँ रहे हो डेटा को? किस सर्वर पे पड़ा है? इंडिया पे पड़ा है? बाहर पड़ा है? These are the things that are being debated under data privacy.
Yeah, and because there's a colleague of ours, she was telling me, and it was very funny though. उसने इंस्टाग्राम पे कोई ज्वेलरी एक रिंग थी, हार्ट शेप्ड रिंग, ठीक है ना, उसने वो देख ली, उसने शायद से लाइक करा या फिर एक बार उसने क्लिक करके खोल के देख लिया कि अच्छा ये कहाँ पर है, आउटलिंक जो साइट पे जाता है. नाउ शी इज टेलिंग मी कि उसको इंस्टाग्राम पे और फेसबुक पे ये नहीं कि सिर्फ रिंग के एड्स आ रहे हैं, उसको डिफरेंट कंपनीज के हार्ट शेप्ड रिंग्स के एड आ रहे हैं, मालूम है आपको. सो नाउ that's where the data privacy becomes so important. And a lot of people, as you said, they just say yes and I agree to what Instagram, Facebook or any other software, when they say कि आप accept करते हो, हाँ जी term accept करते हैं हम, तो उसमें तो आपकी data privacy गई. So will government also look into these contracts, because who's there to look into all this?
They will look into
मैंने तो I agree कर दिया, right? कि हाँ ठीक है, I agree अभी Instagram use करना है, right? But as I grow a bit older, even if I'm young, even if I'm 14, 15, and if I'm growing older, how that company is going to use that data which they have on me?
No, they are coming down on this. आपने notice किया होगा in your app stores, or if you're using an Android, there's a notification that you're getting that whether you are okay with they sharing your information. It's a very recent trend. When I say recent, literally like few months back. Earlier हमारे पास, so you can say yes or no. So ये चीज आ रही है. Although अभी इंडिया में act नहीं है, but under the IT rules such things are coming. They'll also revamp the rules. सब कुछ करना पड़ेगा because technology is moving so fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
So fast, right?
And the technology has the
technology won't stop. You have to
power to completely manipulate, or the power to impress people to think certain way, or which I believe it's true.
Yeah, I mean, you need redressal mechanisms like, we discussed in the metaverse episode. If somebody like this girl in the metaverse said ki I was teased by a group of boys, what is the redressal mechanism for that? वो साइबर सिक्योरिटी में आ रहा है, डेटा प्रिवेसी में आ रहा है, कहाँ पे आ रहा है वो? सो दीज आर द थिंग्स दैट जो अटेंशन चाहिए कि हमारे जो रिड्रेसल मैकेनिज्म है वो पुराने हो गए, हमारा जो वे ऑफ लाइफ है वो नया है. सो वो रिड्रेसल मैकेनिज्म हैज टू बी अहेड ऑफ दैट टू कवर वो दैट पार्ट दैट इट इज covering things, permutation and combination in terms of things that might fall into the gray area or which we call borderline criminal. And then there has to be a penalty to it. I mean, sharing of information is one. Like what you said, the example of the heart rings, right? It was basically market redirection. Yeah. Right? That's the least, a very small example. I mean, as we were discussing, that this can go really huge
really
in terms
huge
of people going on dates, and that was a good example that you gave, that people going on dates would, the guy would already know what a girl wants.
लड़की को क्या चाहिए, या फिर लड़की को ये मालूम है कि लड़की को क्या पसंद आता है, so I'll present myself in a certain way, order those things, and I'm sure ये बहुत manipulation हो सकता है.
You are playing with somebody at a psychology level. So there is a lot of scope for manipulation which needs to be addressed. That is where when it comes to OTT तो ethics की बात हो रही है. When it comes to your intermediary platforms तो आपकी बात हो रही है something like source of origin क्या है. The famous WhatsApp incident that happened, that end-to-end encryption आया उनमें, and wherein the government said, let's debate about a possibility where we need to understand the source of origin of a particular forward. अब forward text होता है कई बार, right? सब देखते हैं उसको, सबको लगता है वो सिर्फ उसी के फोन पे आया है और वो सिर्फ उसी ने देखा है, और क्योंकि वो सिर्फ उसने देखा है, मे बी उसमें, अब उसका सच झूठ कोई नहीं जानता. I mean, I understand there are news channels, running shows on whether it's fake news or not, but that's not a solution to the problem.
Absolutely.
But to reach the origin of a text,
कि कहाँ से आया है मालूम चल सके.
Because sometimes it creates a lot of chaos in the system.
So tell me one thing, Shivarti, like from IPR perspective, what are companies doing for data privacy, for their consumers, of their own data privacy? Is there something that you have faced like with clients or with in general? क्योंकि अब ई-कॉमर्स जो इंडियन ई-कॉमर्स भी है, ठीक है जी, जब मैं उनकी वेबसाइट पे जाता हूँ, मैं बाहर की तो बात भी नहीं कर रहा, उन्हें ऑलरेडी मालूम है ना कि इस लड़के ने क्या क्या खरीदा है, ठीक है ना, क्या क्या इसकी प्रेफरेंसेस है. So what are they all doing about this? Like, or have they asked you certain things, Indian startups or e-commerce की यार इस वाले फील्ड में करना क्या है?
Of course, Kabir, that's a very valid concern, and everybody is well aware of it. See, internationally, Europe में it's completely applicable under the GDPRs, right? US there is no federal law, but state-wise है. उनमें सबसे famous है the California Privacy Act, like they go strong on you. So बाहर है answerability, right? Bits and parts में. India में currently we are moving under the ID Act, but data privacy will be presented on the floor soon. But उसमें जो चीज़ें include होंगी, जो आपको as a company, as a business, अगर आप मुझसे पूछें, like we keep getting a lot of queries, and that's how we advise all our clients, is they need to look into the privacy policy, the terms and conditions, your click-through contracts, depending on the nature of the business model, whether it's a D2C brand, whether it's a tech company, and what kind of a tech company, it's a Web3 company, Web2 company, like we've done like this huge discussion on Web3 in the past.
Metaverse में data privacy तो next level हो जाएगी.
Next level हो जाएगी, exactly. But जैसे हमने वो example लिया कि अच्छा अब आप खाना मंगाते हो, मैकडॉनल्ड्स ने अपना स्टोर खोल दिया है मेटावर्स में, आपने वहाँ जाके आप ऑर्डर करते हो फ्राइज, दे रीच योर डोर. अब वहाँ कैसे उस डेटा को मैनिपुलेट किया जाए, कैसे उस डेटा को प्रोटेक्ट किया जाए, 100 थिंग्स. समबडी व्हाट इज ऑब्सीन, व्हाट इज नॉट ऑब्सीन,
दैट इज अ बॉर्डर लाइन.
यस,
I mean Instagram is a very good example. like okay, we want to be family friendly, but then there is a lot of obscenity as well. But yeah. So there's a weird policies that.
Correct. So data is the new oil.
Yeah.
You have to find ways and means to protect your oil. The privacy needs to be secured. The data for economics and social welfare is a concern. data is the backbone of the new economy.
Absolutely. And you know, something very interesting that I find is like when, you know, IT Act या फिर ये चीजें जब when they go harsh on platforms ना, कि Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, इन पे जब when they are going harsh on them or e-commerce sites, the general young public, they think अरे यार ये लोग ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं? This is to just Instagram. ये तो मेरा Facebook है, तो इसमें क्या हो गया है? Why are they fighting the companies? They are like uncle हैं बड़े. Probably, you know, a lot of youngsters don't understand
Kids
how they're
these
getting
days,
manipulated.
I tell you.
Yeah. How you're getting manipulated
They
and, you know, your perspective that कि अरे authority ऐसा क्यों कर रही है? Doesn't matter which authority. Authority ऐसा क्यों कर रही है? Twitter, इसमें तो आज़ादी ही नहीं है देश. अरे bro, you know, the amount of stuff they know about you.
See,
They
kids
can easily manipulate you.
Yeah, the kids have really not seen a non-data world.
Yeah.
They were born with a
iPhone, mobile
maybe
phone in their hands.
They are correct from their perspective, but yes, the laws will come into place. Which will the good part is that you know, as the discussions are on, they are coming up with it is going to be international standards and going to be of value to the current government. Like government has a role to play in wherein they are looking into how to get hold of people who are just of nuisance value in the system. Fake forwards, fake news, etc.
Fake forward, fake news,
Yeah.
morphed pictures, morphed audio. Deepfakes is the next big thing. I saw a video, and if you haven't seen, if you're listening to us, just go and go on YouTube and type deepfake Obama, and you will be amazed to see like what Obama is saying there. And apparently Obama has not said it. It's just a deepfake. Obama's face is projected on somebody else's face, right? And they're trying to even renew dead actors and make movies with them. So yeah, it's gonna go like really deep. I don't know what will happen, but data privacy is something that probably we need to really take care of.
So basically, आपका data किस server पे है, वो किस country
कहाँ
पे
जा
है,
रहा है?
कहाँ जा रहा है? A lot of fintech companies in India have been told, like with a lot of clients, कि आपको data localization पे भी focus करना है, कि आप अपना data India में रखो. अगर आप fintech, because fintech is very borderline, like it's important, right? In the current times,
Absolutely.
Financial information.
सब QR code से pay कर रहे हैं हम लोग.
हाँ, और सबको बताओ कि अच्छा इसके पास इतने पैसे.
हाँ, exactly.
So,
and when you said data localization, TikTok is under scanner for this in US. So apparently they said data localization पहले बात, and that's the thing ना, हर चीज इतनी जल्दी चल रही है कि there's so much to catch up. TikTok को बोला गया जैसे कि globally कि भाई आप data localization करिए. अगर आपके पास मेरी कंट्री के सिटीजन्स का अकाउंट है तो आप उसका डेटा उसी कंट्री में रखिए. देन अमेरिका फाउंड आउट कि उन्होंने वहां तो रखा था, लेकिन उनके जो एम्प्लॉइज बीजिंग में बैठे थे, दे एक्सेस दैट डेटा फॉर व्हाटएवर रीजंस कि अच्छा कंटेंट प्लानिंग या व्हाटएवर. बट देन अगेन उसमें फायदा क्या हुआ? आपने डेटा तो वहां रख लिया, लेकिन डेटा तो फिर भी वो लोग एक्सेस कर रहे हैं ना.
So these are the things exactly which you said will come into play in the Data Privacy Act, and it is everybody's really looking forward to it because it will prevent a lot of cyber crime. There will be a redressal mechanism. There will be a penalty.
So much manipulation which is there.
वो सब इन सब चीजों से ही रुकेगी. Use of all these things.
Till when can we expect like this data law to come in? Like is there any timeline on this, or will it take a lot of time, or by 2020, end of 2022, 2023?
So it's recently been pulled back from the parliament, I think around very recent August, first week. And I think they are wanting to get it in the winter session is what is there in the news.
Achha.
But we can't say right now because obviously everybody wants it to come on the floor and be discussed and become an act at the earliest because it is truly the need of the hour. And currently they are operating under the IT Act and the IT rules of 2021.
Anything you want to tell people who are like startup owners and who have personal data of people? Like because on the even let's say I'll take a simple example like a fashion site. You're selling clothes, right? You make a login. I logged in. I gave you my name, my address, my number, my age. other preferences as well.
Colors.
Exactly.
Size.
So what do you want to like suggest those startup owners? Like, should they already start exploring the data privacy thing at their end so that they don't burn themselves later?
Yes, very clearly. I'm personally, we advise all our clients. I'm very clearly of that mindset that you should have your compliances in place. It's always important because if you're doing business in today's day and age, as we call the new economy, you need to comply to the rules of the new economy. It's better to do it now than be sorry later, because these things are anyway going to come in place. They are there in Europe, they're there in UK, US in parts, Dubai is also coming up with. So, and India, it's already there under the IT rules, but they're updating it, and of course the act separately is going to come. In fact, they're also looking at the Digital Act to come, Digital India Act. Is under discussions to come, wherein they will it'll talk about the penalties that are there, कि अगर कहीं कुछ होता है तो वो उसका क्या penalty है.
That's a good
in
thing.
the Web3 things that you really can't, because currently the act is not updated to such situations. Like abhi we are having this, we are sitting in the studio, maybe if we there is a rule and law to it, but kal ko if we are joining the same studio but through cloud and in a virtual world, and something conks off, who's responsible? So things like that, and that is one thing. And then there is data privacy on the whole, ki wo sara data cloud par hai. Abhi to nobody's really like, there's no cloud pe kuch nahi ja raha, except what is being recorded by consent. Otherwise there will be a lot happening. The whole scenario will be recorded. So who owns it? Things like that. And who protects it? So data privacy is something which everybody, all businesses should very strongly look into, without doubt.
And if somebody wants to reach out to you guys to understand more about data privacy, is there a way to get to you guys?
Sure. We're reachable at rsd@rsdbajajglobal.com. And of course on all the social media handles on all platforms, including
Brilliant. So that's Shivarti Bajaj, co-founding managing partner of RSD Global Bajaj Law Firm, and INEVA, right?
What
is the INEVA policy think tank?
Kabir, INEVA is a Indian Netizens and Indian Entrepreneurs Welfare Association. It's a policy think tank to discuss and churn the new age economy laws and the policies. So that's what it is.
Interesting.
93.5 बजाते रहो.